All right. I thought about it a little bit more, and everybody sins, and some people do things wrong. How do you forgive? How? It should be another whole topic. How do you forget somebody that's done something to someone you know or to yourself? It's hard to do. It's one of the hardest things to do is to forgive. A lot of people can't do it, and no matter how hard they try, and they want to seek their revenge. I never told you you couldn't. You can seek your revenge. You could pay for it. You might go to jail for it. You're taking a risk by seeking revenge, but because it is society deems on what you do wrong, and if you did something wrong, you might have to pay for what your sins. That's how society is geared. So, how do you forgive? You gotta understand and walk in their shoes. Maybe that was someone who needed something to eat and needed something in your house, and they broke in, and they got scared, and someone scared them, and they ended up they had a gun, so they shot them. So they killed the person when they broke in, and they were going to steal because they didn't have enough food, or they were going to steal because they do drugs, or they were going to steal. They had a reason for everything they did. Everybody has a reason, and they pulled the trigger, and they made their choice and decision. Everybody makes choices and decisions. So how do you forgive? As you realize maybe they had a good reason for it. And that's how you can kind of get someone to, that's how you can forgive someone, is to realize that there's reasons for why people do what they do. Everybody does things for a reason, and that's how you learn to forgive. Is you have to let it go, and you might miss the person, or you might miss the item that's stolen from you, or you might miss somebody who died, or you you might you might you might you might miss, but you can get over it. And drugs, you have to understand that was their choice or decision to do the drugs, and the people do drugs, so you might hate people who do drugs, and you might want to get back at everybody who does drugs. People usually do drugs because they've been through too much. Somebody probably beat them or raped them or did something to them, or they are depressed and they are lonely, and they just try it and they like it. It gives them like escape, and they like the high. And if you've never done drugs, then you don't understand the high. And if you had someone die from the drugs, you might want to seek revenge on people who do drugs. So there's all this, and it's so complicated, and people are so complicated that you have to just try to take it simple, and realize they might have had a good reason for what they did, and that's how you would learn to forgive. So that's a little add-on. Bye.